Alright, we're back. Last episode, we finally found some sort of purpose for our worthless lives. There is a woman who doesn't know of our existence, but we know of hers, and she's gonna love us. Second, we figure out where in the hell Teleroon is. Is that even what it's called? Yeah, Teleroon. Second we find Teleroon, we will find love, and our life will have served some amount of meaning. I will find her, and she will save me. Oh, a sign. What divine providence is this? Will it point us towards Teleroon? Nope, it just keeps telling us where Suran is. Well, maybe in Suran I can find like a Silt Strider. Who the hell is talking? Anyways, yeah, it's still hell on Earth, hell on whatever the Elder Scrolls Earth is called. Who was talking about moon sugar? Oh. Are you slaves? No, they're just here for the love of the game. They're not slaves. They love it. They love working in these conditions. Is this Sudan? Please, I need society. Perhaps in society I can find a woman who will love me and take me in. Jules Manor. Hello? Hello? Perhaps here I can find... Oh! Quit running! Navina Ools.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Yeah, what's up with you? Alright, my bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not meant to be happy. Hello? Oh! I take it back. Hello!
What was that?
I am a stable human. I bet a smart flaw like yourself knows not to sell weapons. Halalu, it's my privilege and pleasure.
Oh, I'm just dying to hear what you have to say, Dunmer.
Such is the life of K'Urkel. My bad. Seems I'm not wanted here either. But I will find meaning. I will find purpose. In Teleroon. In Teleroon. Is that Silt Strider? Yes, I think it is. It will take me to where I belong. This is a kind of a cool looking place. I'm sure it looks even better when it's not in the middle of a hurricane. Someone in particular. Oh gosh. Yeah, I just don't know what any of that means. What's Suran? Whoops. It's a busy trading village on Lake Masobi. Scadian Isles. Alright, yeah. Nice talking to you. This couldn't possibly be a worse combination of sounds. Underwater sounds, the wind above, me talking. You guys ever watch Andor? There's a scene in there where they torture someone with a sound, but they don't play the sound for the viewers. In case you want to know, I worked on production. The sound was just what you heard. Me talking, mostly. This is actually a really cool looking place. What is this? House of Earthly Delights? Say less.
Between you and me, I always rest here between pilgrimages.
That's nice. And you have nothing else to say. Alright. Man, let me turn the music up just a little bit. I don't know if you got... Hold up.
Luna's a real gem, ain't she?
I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I feel like a child who just walked into a bar on accident. It's a lucky day when Runa is dancing. She's a real gem. A caravaner told me to deliver a bunch of paragrams and robes and pile equipment to a drop site. He's still just nothing. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Jeez. Are you Runa?
She's not hard to look at.
I just looking for a good time.
I'm still in pretty good shape, right?
Yeah, you're...
Welcome to my house,
You bring
friend.
danger.
Make
Holy
yourself at
cow.
home.
You should leave.
Well, I've seen him, but I saw some crazy guy wandering around. Yeah, that was literally be me. He's looking for someone to challenge him? Wait, I'm looking for connections. Do you have skooma connections? I feel like I shouldn't look at you directly. Oh gosh. Well, hey, there's fine place. This is fine place. Good place for me to just forget about my troubles. Stupid slaves, why they gotta run. Hate them all. Looking for one. Hi. For months now, can't find him. Always running and hiding. How's a man supposed to earn his keep? Hides his eyes.
Stupid slaves. Why they gotta run, huh? Sure, it'd be nothing to do if they didn't. But why they gotta hide, too?
So there's like a ale house.
Go on. I can't stop you.
Services. Alright, never mind. Oh gosh. This never
Do you
ends.
need a servant, master?
I'm looking for a guy. I could be your friend. Admire. Here, how about this? Admire. Me pressing that admire button for nothing. What am I doing wasting my time trying to find slaves when I'm a slave to my own purpose? I must find... What's her name? Emuset Brox. Oh, Emuset. Oh, Emuset. She will free me from this accursed life. Oh gosh, there's a lot of blue text. Carry you from Saran. You can't go to Teleron? Alright, we're going to Vivek Island. It's cheap. And maybe the Silt Strider. There's a Silt Strider in Vivek that can take me somewhere else. Oh man, is there a sign?
Things are minor compared to what
I'm not trying to bother you. I'm just looking for Teleroon, man. I wonder if there's anything in that book that says anything about Teleroon. Teleroon. There's Alderoon. Maybe Alderoon would be near Teleroon. Sorry, it's the most important thing, perhaps, in my entire life, is trying to figure out where Teleroon is. The Ashlands. Alderaan. Azura's Coast. Oh, Azura's Coast, Teleroon. The region is rocky. Molag Mar, except for the outpost of Molag Mar, the Telvanni settlements, the wizard towers. She's a wizard? Tel Mora, Sadrith Mora, Molag Mar. Okay, wait. I think this guy would take me to someplace near there. Such glorious purpose, Molag Mar. I just can't wait. Oh. It's actually... What the... This looks like a Star Wars character.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Sure, a little advice. Never mind. You just... What are you? Tyr has more slaves, but they are cheaper here. Man, you guys look freaking awesome.
Ask if you must.
What's your trade? It's gonna be like slavery. Alright, my bad. Well, you look kind of cool too.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Any rumors? Alright.
What do you want?
Can you spare a moment? Sure. What's up, man? There's a temple scholar asked me to guide her to Mount Asar Ninibibidi. Offering any payment. I was worried that she left with the impression I was falling behind the brinks. Sure, where's the scholar? Something about pomegranates and Molag Bal. Uh-oh. Indisposed to aid her, but if you follow the ash pavement east from the Strider Port here in Molag Mar, you'll take the second path. If you follow the ash pavement east, take the second path on your left. We'll switch to the north, I'll take you to the summit. One last thing. Yo, he'll be in Saran. Alright, well, just came from there, man. That place is hell. Alright, east. Is this the east you're talking about? Or is this must be the... No, that's kind of like... It's kind of like a northeast. Whatever. Maybe this is what he's talking about. Wait, I can just check the map. Oh yeah, Mount Arsarna Minibababi. Why am I getting sidetracked?
Speak the truth, and all shall honor you.
Alright, I'll try. So here's my truth. I'm in love. Oh. Y'all ever feel surrounded by your own failures and doubts? Yeah, not me. Anyways, I wonder if the sign will point me to Teleroon. Mount Candy, Mount Sarnababi. Nope. Who that just standing? Fool straight posted up. Why I hear a sword being unsheathed? Oh, it's because the skeleton wants to kill me. I'm not even doing nothing. All that for nothing, man. All that for nothing. Helen Keller. Just a bit of a word association. Trapdoor? More like trap. Alright, I'll just eat the trap. Let's not get carried away. Hello. Nope. I do not want to attack you with my probe. I will be your death. So last episode we spent our entire time in a pointless dungeon. Let's see if we can do the same in this one. Wouldn't that be sweet? Oh, I just wasted... Dang it, dang it, dang it. Demoralized humanoid? I don't need that scroll. I already got that on lock. A gold for your thoughts. Whoa, why'd you make that crazy noise? Whoa. Whoa. She just walked at me. No. Oh wait, no, my quick save is right here. What is wrong with that guy? Alright, I think this is winnable. Maybe. I didn't get a chance to hit her, but wait, maybe if I use like a scroll of demoralized humanoid, she'll be so demoralized she won't even want to fight. Nah? Anyone ever think of that? I'll just eat the trap, it's chill. It's chill. Wait, what's actually better? This is 317, 316, 213. Or the sword of long. 213. It's complicated. I don't know, this looks cooler. This looks way more swag. Yep, now there's a ghost. My weapon has no effect. Help! Help me! Sure, I'll donate real quick. Help me? Velos Indwelling, Civi Indwelling. What'd that do? Fortify Magicka. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it did a whole lot of anything. I got like a staff of peace. Is there anything I can do to even hurt this thing, or am I just kind of screwed? I really wanted to go see what was in here. All right, never mind. Well, that was that dungeon. That was that dungeon. What can I say? A bit of a dungeoneer. I'm like a modern day Indiana Jones. And we shall carry on. Once again, sidetracked from finding true love, but the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Thought that was a demon. Just a cliff racer. Cliff racer fly. It's a rather peaceful walk, all things considered. Speaking of walks, you guys excited for that new Stephen King movie? Based off The Long Walk. Book was pretty good, I thought. I liked the ending quite a bit. Yeah, I don't want to say anything more because it's spoilers, but you know, y'all come to my book clubs, we have great conversations about all sorts of things, such as books. I think one of the strengths of that book is obviously you know what's gonna happen, like from the get-go. Like it's pretty obvious, like how the story's gonna work out. It's a story about a guy just walking, and if he falls below 4 miles, or is it 3 miles? 4 miles, 3 miles, one of those numbers per hour, they get a warning. If they pick up 4 warnings, they are killed. So it's kind of like a dystopian book. I don't know actually what the originator for like dystopian fiction is. Or I guess not. Sorry, dystopian fiction in the sense where it's kind of like a Hunger Games-esque thing. Dystopian fiction is obviously a lot older than that book, but like dystopian fiction where there's like a game element to it. Either way, I'm not sure where the originator for that sort of fiction is, but that was when he wrote that book under the Richard Bachman pseudonym. I feel that. Anyways, he wrote that under the Richard Bachman pseudonym, so I don't know when he wrote under that name. I'm sure I could just look it up, but I shan't. I'll just spread misinformation. He did that when he was in the 70s, like 73 to be exact. Watch me be right. Never mind. You're chill. I'm sorry. But either way, obviously the book is written in the first person point of view of a character named Ray Garrity. And obviously, like, stories have to have a narrator to sort of tell you, the story. So you're kind of always under the assumption that the character is going to live till the end. And I won't say if he does or not. But the most impressive thing about that book is sort of getting you to care for the side characters. And obviously only one person can win this competition. I don't know. It's just a really well-crafted book, I thought. I don't know. I really liked it. I think I gave it like a 4.5 on Fable. It's kind of like a letterbox for books. I should just use Goodreads, but I started using Fable because there's this girl at the library who convinced me to do it, and I was head over heels in love with her at the time. And you know how women be. They can bend even the strongest willed human. And I was bent like an MFer. So yeah, anyways, I set up a Fable account, was registering all my books on there. And yeah, I gave it a 4.5. I'm lost, by the way. Completely and utterly lost. Mount Asarnabi. Hello? Yeah, anyways, trailer looked pretty good. Oh gosh. I'm forgetting the, guy who plays, McVrees. I really like that actor. He was in Alien Romulus. Great stuff from him. Great stuff. Is it John? John something? I can't remember. Anyways, he's really, really good. He plays McVrees, which is probably my favorite character in Long Walk. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I've been on a bit of a king kick lately. I'm not reading one right now. I'm reading a Replay. Main reason I'm reading Replay though is because I was trying to find something that kind of gives a similar vibe to 11/22/63 from Stephen King. And Replay apparently does have a similar vibe. I mean, the premise is not exactly the same, but it's pretty close. A guy goes back in time like 25 years. I just kind of like that as a concept. It's just interesting. It's fun. Like, if you had the chance to redo your life, like, what changes would you do and stuff? 11/22 is not like that at all, but it is a guy who goes back in time. Anyways, I'm reading Replay right now. That's a good one so far. It's very, very horny. It is quite possibly, like, the horniest book I've ever read. I don't read a lot of, I don't know, horny literature. But that is exceedingly horny. That everything about that book reads as if it was like the dude was like had like monitor 1, his word processor, monitor 2 was I don't know, just porn. It was probably just porn on the second monitor. But the trick to that though is you cannot, it's like edging. You cannot bust, but you must write, or you get shot in the back of the head. It's also The Long Walk. But yeah, it's a good book, but sometimes I kind of just roll my eyes at like some of the things that happen, because it's just like a guy who just like kind of encounters, I don't know, maybe it is just maybe it is just that easy to just end up having sex with any single woman, is you just like become a time traveler and you say like 2 sentences and then there you go. But he literally just finds himself in so many situations where he's just got it going on. There's some really good passages and, like, I guess sort of mini arcs in that book, because it's an arc. I'm not going in that dungeon. I just know how it's gonna end up. Wait, unless is it the dungeon I need to be in? There's some interesting arcs that happen in that book. Because every time a certain event happens in his life, it resets him back to 25 years to when he's 18. And there's some really kind of poignant stuff in there, despite how horny it is all the time. Right now, I'd probably give that one, like, I don't know, a 4. I could definitely... what's happening right now in the story is interesting, but I could definitely see it sort of tainting my opinion of the book. And I might, go lower. I'm a pretty easy grader when it comes to most things. So like a 4. Is that book actually a 4? I'm not sure, but to me it's a 4. It's at least a like so far. It's at least entertaining. Why are they making that noise? Also, how come this looks like a boss arena? Am I about to get, like, attacked by Molag Bal? Nah, probably not. It's actually really chill. Oh. Looks pretty good. Have I read anything else interesting lately? I don't know. I've been on a bit of a non-fiction kick lately. Non-fiction. Book. One of my favorite books, actually, I've read in a very long time was Everything Must Go. I think that's what it's called. And there's multiple books by that, but I think it's like Everything Must Go, a story of how, like, apocalyptic literature and stories have, like, affected human culture. I don't think that's the title at all, but it's basically along those lines. It's like a guy who kind of goes through and details, like, all the various stories of, like, apocalypses throughout human history. It's obviously, it starts with the biblical apocalypse. Because I feel, at least the author, and I have no reason to disagree with him. He, posits that stories of that nature weren't necessarily really a thing until, the four riders of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and obviously all the book. I think it's literally called The Apocalypse or something. The Apocalypses of someone. It goes from there, and it goes through all, like, the big ones. I'm sure there's smaller ones he missed, but it, like, has all the big ones: asteroid impacts, disease, climate change at the very end, artificial intelligence, stuff like that. I don't know. I find that subject matter really interesting, and it's just a fun listen. That is an evil monster, an evil monster. I also read a book about King Henry. Yeah, that guy is gonna fuck me up. Yeah, he launched a nuke. And let me see what your name is. Never mind. Yeah, I just don't think I'm supposed to be here right now. I was gonna turn around. What am I even supposed to be doing? I met a merchant by the name of Quest. She said she mentioned almost. The summit of the mountain. Alright, well, obviously I am not at the summit anymore. There's like a thing over there. Yeah, I'm underleveled. Anyways, I was reading a book about... I read the book about... oh gosh. I was trying to remember the author's name. Dan? Something? I don't know, he wrote a bunch of stuff. A bunch of books about medieval history, medieval kings, medieval lords, and, like, important figures from that time. I read a book on Henry V. I am absolutely and completely uneducated on that subject. So I can't really say too much on it, but I can say I found it very interesting, and I don't know, it's just like, obviously, like, it's kind of hard to judge people who lived in a different era on a moral scale. I always kind of find that annoying when we start looking back on past cultures and using our present moral code and morals to judge them. Why am I walking like that? Put your damn hands away. But I don't know. I thought the author did a good job of sort of trying. That looked like a demon in the rock. The author did a good job of trying to make you sort of feel or care for this king who's been dead for. Maybe that's the place I need to be. This king who's been dead for, oh gosh, 1300s. What's quick math? 2025 minus 1340 something. Or is it 14? Was it early 1400s or early 1300s when he died? I don't know. Anyways, he's been dead for a long time. But he died at very young, which is, I don't know, it's kind of sad. Maybe it was a bad thing, maybe it was a good thing, but either way, like, he was a very important figure in time. I didn't even realize this, but like, this is how uneducated I am. I didn't even realize this, but like, people, well, I guess, sorry, not people, Britain, and France were under his rule, were sort of brought together under one rule. Oh, this is absolutely where I need to go, right? These look like pomegranate trees. Wait, this is probably where I was literally just here, wasn't I? Kind of Citroen Summit. Alright, so this is the cave, right? Give me a second, I gotta attack with my sword. Then we'll get back to me rambling about stuff no one cares about. My bad. Oh no, when is my quick save? It's all the way back when I saw that demon, isn't it? Oh shoot. Alright, well I know where to go. Gives me more time to talk. Which, that's what you're all here for. Anyways, King Henry V. I don't know. He brought Britain and France together. The 100 Years' War between the kingdoms of France and Britain. King Charles is the France guy. Henry V, and his predecessor, his father, Henry IV, who assumed what is the word for it? I can't remember what the exact word. Oh, maybe this is just pomegranates here. I bet you're supposed to go into a bunch of these random dungeons and figure out which one's the right one. I mean, there's pomegranates everywhere, though. Maybe I just didn't look too closely. Maybe she's over here. She's this plant. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he unified France and Britain for not very long, but he did. And no king had ever done that up until that point, and I don't think a king had done that after. I'm severely uneducated on that front. But I just thought it was just kind of like a weird sort of thing. I just didn't realize. I didn't know. Yeah. It was interesting, and the way it was told too is kind of it was told sort of in his point of view. It wasn't as separate from, is this the right spell? It wasn't sort of separate from the characters involved in that story. I guess characters is a weird word. The people involved in history around that time. So it was kind of told in a pseudo Henry's point of view. It would sort of fill in some like blanks perhaps that we don't know, like maybe he was thinking this, maybe he was thinking that during this time, maybe this is why he did that sort of thing. Please just die. I wasn't talking about me. The curse. Oh, I should have saved before I went in. What else did I read? I know there's I've been very caught up in the history of the Bible. I find that stuff extremely interesting. Just like the things that like are like objectively happening. Like the objective Jesus, a lot of these figures who are real, and some people think they're fake. And just like the events that happened, the events that happened during this time, and obviously it's probably the most important events that have like maybe ever happened, and Jesus is probably the most important person who ever lived. Whether or not you think Jesus is, you know, the Son of God. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. I've contracted disease. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. And it's that easy. Alright, I'm gonna go back outside. Do I have what is the disease I got? Weakness to poison, weakness to blight disease, weakness to common disease. Alright, and? I'm built different. You do not have enough charge. Screw you, man. You got potions of healing? Absolutely not. I know I have this healing scroll. Feels like a waste. Can I wait? Oh, I can. What? All that for no damn reason. Alright. Shall we? Please. Alright, so far so good. Shall we go back outside? And a quick save before next time I wake up and Molag Bal is sitting on top of me. Alright. Once more into the fray. Looks like we're playing D&D and my party just keeps leaving to the surface after they clear one room in the dungeon. You look chill. Any other good books? Nope, that's it. That's the only good books I've ever read. Henry V. Book, it's by Bart Ehrman. Can't remember the title. I think it's like it's one of those courses they put together where they just sort of go over. It's like sort of like a pseudo college course. I thought you were evil. It's like a pseudo college course where they just put together a bunch of lectures. Did I take notes? Absolutely not. Do I remember, hell, even most of what he said? Probably not, but I did listen to it, and I thought it was very entertaining. Well, entertaining's not no, it was entertaining. It was interesting, and I was very curious of what he had to say. That was one of the better fights I've ever had on this game. I think I hit like 5 out of 6. You chill? You just kind of look like you were chill the way you're like posted up. My bad. My bad. Once more with feeling. I will say this is probably a much more subdued episode. Not being as wacky as kooky. I'm just kind of yapping about stuff I don't think anyone cares about. It's not even like I'm saying anything of note, of intelligence. I'm just saying, have you seen this thing? Have you heard about this thing? To an audience that isn't there and cannot respond. Alright, I think I got this. 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 I don't got this. I don't got this. Let me hit you with the Ring of Healing backpedal into the wall and die. You know, they don't teach you that. They don't teach you that in Morrowind school. You know, here's a question I have. How does enchanted items work? Because it seems like... Oh no, maybe it's because I waited. I was like, cause it kind of seems like I got some back after I killed that guy. But maybe it's because I waited outside and that's... Why? Wait, where am I? Sorry, I just got lost. But now I'm found. I don't think this is the the right place. This is like the underground section in Fallout 3. So I see the giant ant queen over there. What is that? The quest is like oh, what was it called? What's the quest called with the ants? It's like them, or oh, is it them? It's like all caps them exclamation point, or is it? It's not them, is it? Oh man, can't remember. Kid comes running up to you. He's like, "Oh my God, my dad is dead, and everyone else is dead." What's the town called? What is the town called? Doing pop. We're doing pop trivia right now. The town in Fallout 3 where everyone is dead. No one knows. No one has ever remembered what that town is called. Or what that quest is called. I think it is them, the more I think about it. With the giant fire ants. I don't know. But either way, why did I bring... Oh yeah, because there's a giant bug queen down here. Milady. Yeah, speaking of Fallout 3, I think... Hang on, let me deal with this before I get carried away on whatever I was gonna talk. Are you chill? She's doing the pog face. What a curious... Whoa. Dead hero. Oh man, this is bad. I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna get like... Someone is gonna attack me. Right? I just found like a Daedric weapon, dude. Wrath. It's literally exactly... Sound... Drain mercantile, drain security. I mean, I don't... That scared me. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind, it's fine. Dude, I look so awesome. Never mind, this is like the best game ever. Look how freaking sick I look. Fortunately, it keeps making evil noises every time I hold this sword. Man, let me quick save. I just want to see what I look like with my katana. Never mind, we'll do it outside. Is there a way to turn off these evil enchanted noises? I won't kill you. For now. Never mind, this was worth it. I can't believe there's actually something so powerful, just like... Should I kill this thing? I'm gonna do a save. Lil 21. I'll do Lil. And then can I even kill this? Absolutely I can. Now, why did I do that? I don't know. I'm evil. Just wanted to see how powerful my new sword is. Was he dual wielding? You can't dual wield in this game. Why did he have two? He had this one and then he... Very curious. Wrath. So is this supposed to be like... Whatever. I might unequip this sword because if it's gonna always make this noise, that's kind of annoying. I wonder, can you unenchant aspects of weapons in this game? He says knowing he will not get the answer, knowing he will not look up the answer, and he will never gain anything of any sort of knowledge or note because of what he just asked. Just when Molag Bal shows up as I'm leaving the cave, it's like, "What are you doing with my sword?" That's not how he sounds. He's a lot more evil and a lot more deep. He's like, "What are you doing with my sword?" And that's not good either. Alright, well, you know what? This wasn't a complete waste of time, and it wasn't a complete waste of an episode. I got a freaking Daedric katana, dude. It looks freaking awesome. And if I get annoyed by the sound, I have another one that doesn't have that sound playing at all times. It's worth, holy cow, it's worth 120,000 gold. Things are looking up. True love is on the horizon. Despite me being lost in this mountain, things are looking good. In the video game. In real life, things are a disaster. Help me. Help me. Help me.